So hi, welcome to Miss Annette's little farm in the big city. How are you? It is a beautiful day. Yesterday was kind of iffy. I didn't know if it was going to rain or not, but so today is a very beautiful day. We're going to start getting warmer days. The days are getting longer, so now I can start bringing my plants back outside that I have overwintered inside, and I could use a little sunshine and warmth. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to clean things up because the kids are coming for Easter, and we're going to have a family game night. So we're going to be playing some games and eating some food and just being together. It's been a little bit since we've been together, but a lot has been going on this week, and I have so much to share with you. So I decided, instead of my regular videos, I thought I would just kind of make a vlog today so that I could catch you guys up on everything that's happening. So, you know, we got a new rooster, and his name is Pip. We got them from a place here in the neighborhood that sells chicks and supplies for chickens, ducks, beekeeping supplies, all kinds of things like that. And we even went, I will link that video of us visiting that place. I think we went last year, the agrarian. I'll put that in the description so that you guys can see what that little store is all about. It's really nice. It's ran by a lady named Megan, and I contacted Megan because at her shop, if you accidentally get a rooster instead of a chicken, they will take the rooster back and rehome them. So I knew that they would have some roosters that needed a home. So I contacted Megan, and she right away knew the rooster would be in good hands here on the little farm, and she contacted some people, and that is how we ended up with Pip. So he was a homeless rooster looking for a home, and now he has one here on the little farm. How is that working out? Well, he doesn't seem to like me very much. When I'm out in the yard, he kind of, I don't know whether he thinks I'm another chicken or what he thinks I am, but he hasn't learned who the boss is on the little farm yet. So we're still working that out. Yes, it's me, Pip. Anyway, our first night together here on the little farm was quite eventful. I don't know why I have my gloves on, silly old lady. Anyway, it was quite eventful here because it was one of my it was one of my editing days, and I was editing the video, so I forget about the time, forgot about everything because I'm editing a video in my office, and I realized it was dark, and Steve said, "Hey, did you put the animals away? Did you put the rooster away?" I thought, oh, I forgot. So we went out in the yard. We couldn't find him anywhere. We looked everywhere for him. We couldn't find him anywhere. And he, even though I have clipped his wings, he can still jump really high. He's a very strong little guy. So we looked everywhere. Steve was out with a flashlight. We were looking for him everywhere. And what I told Steve, I said, our neighbors have a lot of brush in their yard. He probably jumped the fence, went over there, and found a good place to hide in the trees, because that's what chickens will do. They will hide in the bushes or in the trees at night if they get separated from the coop. We were having our coffee. It was about 5:30 in the morning, and I heard him crowing. So I went downstairs. Steve was downstairs on his computer, and I said, "Hey, I hear Pip. Let's go look for him." So we went out and we found him. He was at the neighbor's house on top of their car, crowing, and their little dogs were out running around, barking at him. It was quite a scene. So I couldn't reach Pip because he was way up high on the car, but he jumped down and I grabbed him and I brought him home. The neighbors were really nice about it and wanted to know his name and all of his stuff. So they were really nice about it. That was his first night. Since then, he is used to being with the girls, and he goes to bed at night just like the girls do when it starts getting dark. So I haven't had any problems since then. So he's fitting in really well. However, I don't think he likes me very much. He hasn't hurt me, but he does kind of not jump at me, but kind of chases me a little bit. I don't run away. He chases or follows me around, and then if I have my back to him, he doesn't like that, and he'll kind of jump at me a little bit. And then it's, "What do you want, man?" Anyway, so that is how Pip is getting along. At first, the goats did not tolerate him at all, and now they do. And he does get in the paddock with the goats and the chickens. And before that, the goats were attacking him. So now things are we're getting acclimated to each other and to the new sounds that we get here on the little farm. So then, let's talk about the bees. I'd ordered some new bees because my bees didn't make it through the winter, and I ordered a new package of bees. And they were scheduled to arrive on April 5th. And I thought, well, the post office will call me or they'll deliver it to my door. Now, let me tell you, April started out very cold. It was very cold. It was in the 30s and 40s. Very cold for us to receive some bees. Anyway, what happened? All right, so April 5th came and went. And at that particular time, I was having some trouble with my email. So I was having trouble retrieving it so that I could get the what do you call it? Get the tracking number and get the information so that I could make sure that I had the date right. So a couple of days of fiddling around with the email and finally got it figured out and straightened out. But in the meantime, I was still waiting for my bees. Well, I think it was almost a week after they were scheduled to arrive, they showed up. And they showed up on our doorstep. And I didn't even know they were out there. I was inside. It was a cold day. And Mr. Steve had gone somewhere that day, came home and told me, "Hey, your bees are out there." And I thought, oh my gosh, it's so cold. So I hurried up and I ran it and got them and I put them in the garage because it was so cold out. So I hurried up and put them in the garage, and I got some sugar water in a spray bottle and I sprayed it a little bit so that they would have something to eat. So then the next day, because this was towards the end of the day, so I don't know if they'd been sitting out there all day or what, but it was really cold. So then the next day, I went to go look at them, and there was no movement, no sound, nothing coming from the bees. So I assumed they were all dead. I did not open the package, but I took some pictures and I sent it to the people who I ordered the bees from. And I said, hey, I didn't get notification. My bees didn't come on time, and now they're all dead. And so they are going to be replacing my bees. In the meantime, I kept looking at the bees, and I saw that they were kind of moving just really slowly. Well, my heart just dropped because I thought, oh my God, I can't just let them die all huddled up together like that. That's just, oh. So I went ahead and opened the package, and I realized that most of them were dead. Almost all of them. I'd say 80% of the bees were dead. But the small percentage that were alive, I sprayed them with sugar water and tried to revive them, and I've been feeding them. I don't know if they're going to survive because it's a small population. So the bees that you saw in my last video are the last of those bees. Anyway, I'm going to be getting some replacement bees. I contacted the people where I bought the bees, and they're going to replace my bees. I just had to take some pictures of the dead bees, and it was pretty horrific for me. I did revive some of the bees, and I got the queen out of the cage. She was barely alive, and I don't know if she's still alive or not. I'll be getting into the hive here in the next couple of days. Now that it's warmed up really nicely, I'll be getting into the hive to check and see what's going on in there. I may remove the queen, and when I get my new bees, I may just add that queen and those bees together. I think what I'll do is I'll contact my friend Jack. He's a beekeeper, and ask him what he would do, whether he would combine the bees or keep them separated. But I should be receiving those on the 25th, something like that. So that is what's going on with the bees. Now, also last week, to add to all the excitement, my sweet mama had to go to the hospital. Her neighbor stopped by, or she called her. Mom was not feeling well. The neighbor took her to the hospital. The hospital kept her for 2 days. She had gotten some food poisoning. She had ate some, she told me that it was some juice that she had taken because she wasn't feeling well, so she thought she'd have some juice. She has high blood pressure, and I think the juice was bad. Or she said she thought maybe the juice was bad, and that's what made her sick. So she was in the hospital for 2 days, and they tested everything to check to make sure she was fine, and she's in really good health. She just had food poisoning. I'm not trying to make light of that, but she had food poisoning, but everything else, she seems to be very healthy and very robust. So I went up there to go visit her, and we spent the whole day together. On a side note, it was hard to get up there because the roads, US 31 is what I was taking, to get straight up to where she lives, was closed in 2 different spots, completely closed. You had to get off on the exit and find your way back. It took me an extra hour to get up there. Anyway, we had a really good day. We started the day by taking her to go get some food, so we ate some lunch. She said she wanted a fish sandwich because she loves Arby's fish sandwiches. And because Lent is over, she knew that she would only be able to get it. These would be the last time she would get them. So we went to get some Arby's, which I hadn't had Arby's in a long time. And that was fun. So we ate lunch, and then she went home. She rested a little bit, and we just sat there and talked, had fun talking. I was telling her what was going on around here, and she was telling me how she was feeling and some of the things that was going on around at home. So then we went shopping. She wanted to go to Walmart. She had bought these 2 planters, really pretty planters. She got 2 planters for $3.99 each at the Goodwill. And they're beautiful ceramic glazed planters, and they matched 2, and they're about this big. So they were really good size. But she had seen some flowers at the Walmart that she wanted, and she said she didn't buy them when she saw them first, and she felt bad. She wanted to make sure that she got them because she thought they would look really nice in the planters. So we went to the store and got those plants, and I got a plant and I got some other things as well. She's so fun. She is so much fun to be with, you guys. Anyway, so she got her plants and she brought them home, and they were beautiful. They're a real purple, like a jewel tone purple, beautiful. And they match. My sister Pat, hi Pat, my sister Pat had bought her a beautiful plant, a vining plant that had these beautiful kind of star-shaped flowers. I'm not really sure what they're called, but it was the same purple. And so she had that, and then the 2 little planters with the other purple flowers. Beautiful. She set it up so pretty. But she was really happy that she got to get her plants. And you know, my mom loves plants. I get so much from her. I was just talking to my son yesterday, my oldest son, and we were talking about he has some furniture in storage, and he was talking about maybe selling it, having a booth and selling it. And he was talking about how he and his girlfriend, they live together, but they both have very different, distinct tastes. And he went downstairs in the basement and set it all up. And she said, "How did you do that?" And he says, "I don't know." And I said, "Well, I know, because you have good taste. You got it from me, and I got it from my mom." Because my mom is very, her home is so pretty. She always makes sure things are pretty. That's how I am. I always like to have things pretty or nice. And my son is a lot like that. And my youngest son, he sent me some pictures that he lives in this beautiful old house. Oh my gosh, maybe one of these days he'll let me take a tour, let you guys come so we can take a tour, because it is gorgeous. He lives in this beautiful house, and little bit by little bit they've been working on it. And they're putting in a library upstairs. And he sent me some pictures, and I thought, what is going on in there? And it's going to have a secret door. So it's really exciting. The kids are busy doing stuff. And my daughter, well, she is so busy with those little ones that, you know, she's such a good mom. It's all about the kids with her. She's amazing. Okay, well, let's see what else. Mr. Steve is enjoying retirement. So far, so good. He's keeping busy. He's going swimming. He's riding his bike. He's doing all his Mr. Steve stuff that he likes to do. And I'm doing my Miss Annette stuff that I like to do around here. And if he's here, he'll give me a hand with whatever it is I need done, if it's something heavy. So he's been helping me out a lot around here, which is different for both of us, but that's okay. That's okay. So that's it, you guys. That's it. And I talked for a really long time, but I wanted to catch up. We haven't had a vlog in a long time. I have to get my plants out, so I'm going to go ahead and do that and give them a good drink of water, put them out. I need to do some cleaning up because the kids are coming tomorrow. We're going to have pulled pork and sandwiches and play games, and I need to go to the grocery store. I want to get some prizes. Lots happening. So I will see you next week. We will be working in the garden, in the vegetable garden next week. So how about that? All right then. It really means a lot to me that you give me your time, that you are watching my videos and commenting and liking and subscribing. I really, truly appreciate it. And I appreciate you. Getting to know you has been one of the great honors of my life. So thank you. Thank you so much for stopping by and visiting me here on Miss Annette's little farm in the big city. Try to get outside today if you can. Take care of yourself and take care of each other. And we'll see you next time. Bye. Love you.